Question 631. Is there anything that you learned at school that has had any kind of practical application in real life?
Typing?
No, yeah. I mean, you know, learn like basic maths or English at school, so of course.
Yeah, most of the stuff I learned at school, I've been able to use.
You mean like reading and writing? No.
My point was a
Reading,
direct.
writing, even calculus I've used in the work I do. So, yeah, everything.
Yeah. It's the I learned the 3 R's at school: reading, writing, arithmetic.
Oh, I thought it was reading, writing, and rooting.
I failed chemistry, but I learned how to make explosives.
But you're American. I thought that was something everyone had to learn there.
Well, it is.
Actually, a lot of places don't even teach chemistry. I never learned chemistry.
Hey Jeff, I need some more Sean.
Ask Badger.
He's away. He left us.
See, I could turn this back around on you guys. You want to give me Sean, but it just says how much you love me.
So I don't have his voice to fangirl over right now.
Sure enough.
There you see.
Sure enough.
Natty,
I can end this right now by saying every time you do your Sean's, you turn me on, and I love it because you guys are awesome. And come on, turn me on some more. Come on, I dare you.
Math. Natty says math.
No,
Joan,
no, no, fuck you on about Mary Doll.
Joan says English. Natty says all of math and science. Math Pig said sales, selling stuff.
Tell us about the candles.
Are you wanting something there, Badger? I thought you didn't like physical contact, so
I have
obviously it's
no
Badger's
idea
I'm
what
going
this-
to when I visit the
But
US.
happy to send you
No
candles.
idea what the story is about. Somebody
Badger is flirting with me.
I think I
I've
can.
got a
I think I can
question.
get off Scottish accent. So.
Go on, Jenny.
Sorry, Jen.
What was the most the single most useful course or class that you had in high school?
Well, that was kind of the question.
No, it wasn't.
That was what it was aimed at. It was aimed at what was the most useful thing, which was the most practical, useful
I missed
class.
the question. What's the question?
Is there anything you learned at school that has had any kind of practical application in real life?
Well, see,
How do you
that's,
feel
that
about
one is
job?
qualitative, the other is quantitative. They're not
Yes,
the
but
same
it's
question at all.
yeah, but I didn't learn English at school, so.
If somebody punches you in the face, lean into it.
Yeah.
Don't go stumbling backwards because they'll follow you and keep punching you.
I think my most useful class was all the years of Latin I took.
all the years of
You
Latin.
learn- Badger, you learned the wrong lessons at school. Mine was someone punches you in the face, kick them as fucking hard as you can in the balls, and then
Run.
once they're down on the floor, do whatever the fuck you want to them.
Or
You and I had the same
Ooh.
teacher, Jeff.
or you
I-
can
when
start
I took
moaning
martial-
and ask them for more and just act like you're turned on by it and see how much they can get freaked out.
Or just give me a call, and since I'm a bottom, I'll go down without all that other mess.
Exactly.
Don't
Start moaning
don't
like
need
you're
all the
doing it.
foreplay.
One of the things I learned
Okay.
during Taekwondo about self-defense is that if somebody comes at you, you hurt them enough to put them down so they won't get up quickly, and you walk away. You don't hang around for the cops to show up or anything else. You walk away. You hurt them enough to make sure they won't get up and follow you.
That's pretty, yeah. Because I
did that.
I did Taekwondo for a bit, Jen. I
Me
became
too.
Karate for a bit as well, but
I was one grade off my black belt. Then I stopped.
Oh, you
And I had to stop.
so you'd fucking whip my ass. There's no two ways about that. There, I never
I
got
wouldn't
that far.
now. I'm fucking too old, and it's been too long. But at the time, I actually wasn't
All
too
right.
bad. But I fucked my knees up doing it, and I was told by a doctor I had to give it up.
I'd certainly
Or
learn.
else I'd end up
Best thing,
with
I was going
Yeah.
to learn like Brazilian jiu-jitsu or something, so I can take them down on the floor and then fucking stretch them and torture them, basically. But
Badger.
My
Map,
brother
map,
got
map,
me
map.
into doing martial arts, and he did it to teach me how to defend myself because of all the bullying I got in high school. He was awesome for that. He realized how much bullying I got from being intersexed and everything. So he got me to do martial arts so I could defend myself, and I used it twice. And that twice was enough to stop any. Although they would psychologically bullied me, nobody ever physically bullied me after that because I would defend
You know
myself.
they are. We know,
Right.
we know the rules. You know the rules. Strike first, strike hard, no mercy, sir.
Right.
And drunk James
Badger!
is serious.
Badger!
Let's do a stream about swords at some point.
Oh, damn it, that wasn't worth it.
Right,
Please,
now,
Badger, let's do a stream
I
about
have
swords.
an actual comment as well.
So,
because
do you
the
think
most
our
the most
You want-
useful thing I learned in school was that
Yeah.
nobody in a position of authority knows what the fuck they're talking about.
pretty much?
You should not take anything they say seriously and should figure things out for yourself.
I agree with that to some
Everyone
degree.
should do that.
Right, I need to catch up with the chat. Natty then adds, and history. IQ says, I got cheese in a juice box. It was spectacular. Natty keeps adding, writing. Science Talk Chris says, sex ed kept me childless so far. Go condoms. Ike says, math, English, French, physics, chemistry, and obviously wrestling. Orla says, I had a body massager with a heat function. Was definitely not for that. I think that's from the previous question. Natty says, that's chemistry, technically physics. Sorry, I like school. Jones says, retail is the only school I have a diploma from. Shit. Oh, that's the news. Lone Wanderer says, I learned how to get a hand job in public without anyone noticing.
Okay, I need to hear that story. Is this
Natty's-
was that from somebody who talks in streams? Because I need to hear that story.
I heard her in the stream yesterday for the first time.
Awesome. So you get her in, and I need to hear that story.
No, who said that?
Lone Wanderer.
She's a Kiwi.
Is it a
Jen.
he or her? Or they?
She's
I
a
dated
Kiwi.
this woman for a
I
while.
did
who
not
kept
learn that
wanting
skill
to-
until well after school.
She's a Kiwi, Jen, by the way.
Sorry.
I dated this. I dated
She's a
this woman
Kiwi.
for a while who kept wanting to get me to orgasm while driving. Not a good
Why?
idea.
Because it's fun.
I
But
don't
your
know.
orgasms are amazing, Jen. I've heard them.
Natty
You
says,
have not. That's
now
not
if you want to
that
ask...
loud. Now my
Oh,
neighbors
sorry.
did not bang the
That's
door.
the
Ask
stuff
what's
that's
going on.
supposed to say in private. I apologize to the stream.
I'm never leaving my blanket fort again.
No.
Poor Badger.
Right, Chris Science Talk Chris says, gym class is the best. IQ says, I learned more about sales after school. I am losing... Natty says, why did the mushroom go to the party?
Because he was a fun guy.
Very good.
Is he one of the magic mushrooms, though?
No.
That's a really old joke. You know.
It is. They're talking about the protests now.
I'm
IQ...
beginning to think Dave needs to mute me until he actually wants to hear from me.
IQ said, majors in theatrical lighting design, learned a lot about electricity. That came in handy, being someone who vapes constantly and is able to fix electronics around the house. So the vaping is the most important thing there. Natty says, if two gay men wear glow-in-the-dark condoms and sword fight with them in the dark, is this a lightsaber battle?
Yes.
I feel Badger should answer that.
Of course.
Yeah.
I have
Have
a
you
friend
done it,
who
Badger?
not personally, but I have a friend who I'm fairly certain has.
So,
He recently dropped himself in the shit because he was looking on Grindr at people in the I can't remember which European country it is, but there is one, I think it's Norway, that has a town called Hell.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes.
when we
Yep,
when we
do.
when we discovered this, somebody said to see you in hell, and while you're there, check out the dating prospects. So he did. Unfortunately, Grindr shows people when you look at their profile. So suddenly
Yes.
he had a load of Norwegian pretty boys messaging him.
Oh wow.
yeah, Hell is a small village in Norway, so...
Apparently, the gays there are much more attractive than in the UK.
Or they're better liars.
I'd just like to point out that I'm glad I know who all of you are because I can now no longer read the names under people.
There does seem to be quite an appetite.
And I
for
blame
odd
Dave
sex.
entirely because he
Just for
insisted
the
on
rec-
drinking.
Just for the record,
Right.
hell means overhang in Norway 'cause that's
Also-
kind of what it means. So
For
There
the
we go.
chat.
So that means that
yesterday-
hell is a hung hangover.
Yeah.
I'm having an amazing problem at the moment because right now you all sound Scottish.
Well, hell
Tell us my low hung. Wait, what?
in the
Don't call me Scottish.
in the
I
Old
can
Norse-
pronunciate.
yeah. Well, in the Old Norse
And
mythology, there was a
enunciate
goddess-
better. I really don't want to get stuck to my chair.
I was gonna say in the Old Norse mythology, there was a goddess called Hel. So
Yeah, but
There
if you
is.
you get wet enough, you slip off.
Nerdy says reading is overrated. Right.
says the person who's writing fan fiction.
Yes. Right, we'll have the next question.
Wait a minute.
Oh, no,
Dave,
hold on, Dave.
Before you ask
Jen,
your question,
Jen,
I have a
quiet.
question.
Jen,
What?
quiet. Right.
My question is, did you only want me on here so Nerdy could get more material for his fucking book?
No.
Okay,
Right.
well then I forgive you.
There
You
is
just
some,
Go on, Jeff.
Jen, there's something I want to get out here before we get on to the next question. So, Badger, you think that two guys with glow-in-the-dark condoms counts as a lightsaber duel? Do you feel like you're really in any position to criticise what Disney has done with Star Wars? Now you've said that.
I think that's the term that's used in the community who would engage in it.
I think if you're willing to count like two glow-in-the-dark
He's
condoms
not.
as
He's
canon,
not
then,
suggesting it's canon.
You
Yeah.
have to understand, Jeff, there are different levels of canon.
I feel
And I'm
you've.
sure,
I feel you've
I am
invalidated.
entirely sure that within the Star Wars universe, people do this and make vroom noises.
I am pretty sure
Wait,
that Walt Disney never ever put a glow in the dark condom on and made.
Wait. I am now fairly
Jen.
convinced. Wait. I am now
Jen,
fairly
hold on.
convinced. I'm now fairly convinced that Badger has.
Jen,
That's
Jen,
awesome.
Right.
Though.
Jen, hold
You're-
on
you're-
though.
you're the-
Remember what Bobby was saying in the last stream about like little hidden things?
I can't remember anything Bobby said in the last stream. He got me
You-
so wet, my brain's gone elsewhere.
Jen, they keep talking about this lightsaber crap. I keep thinking about my pussy glowing. You know, it's.
Have you got a glow in the dark vagina? Jen?
Well, you know, that would be interesting, wouldn't it?
Right.
It would. It'd be a talking butt. That would be an awesome party trick.
Could I?
Mm-hmm.
Could I quote?
That's
Could I
a whole
quote
new meaning to vajazzle.
Dave?
Yeah.
Can I quote? Can I quote?
Inquisitive
Math?
Laundry says
Dave,
that
can
hell
I-
is a state of mind, and I think it refers to this stream.
Dave, could I quote Math Pig for a moment?
Go on.
Moving on.
Yes. Everyone drink. Nerdy says, I'm doing the helicopter with a glow-in-the-dark condom on.
Pixar
You
didn't happen.
bastard, Dave! I nearly choked on that.
Not my fault. Nerdy's quite big.
Nerdy,
said-
nerdy, Pixar didn't happen. Just saying.
And how
You
do
know
you
about
know,
Nerdy's
Dave?
proportions.
How do you know? Fuck me! I keep calling you Jay and Dave. Oh,
So
fucking
you're-
hell.
So Jen, you're saying your vodka
I
martini is shaken, not stirred.
I'm Davis.
Stop that, Jeff! You know what that does to me, and you don't want to see me horny. You really don't want to see me horny.
I think we're seeing
So-
you horny now.
So we got now
it's-
Jen, drunk Jen, and now all we need to see on stream is horny Jen.
In all honesty,
Give
Jeff,
me good
drunk-
vibrations.
You know how most people, when they get drunk, get less horny and less wanting of sex. I'm a very horny drunk.
You're an odd duck in that respect, yeah.
I'm an easy fuck when I'm drunk.
Do you
That-
know,
I,
like,
I saw that.
no, I
I
shouldn't
saw
ask
that
that.
written on that wall. Remember?
And
Right.
my brain thought that sounded better before I said it.
Dave, next question.
I know, I'm trying.
Yeah, next question. Please, Dave, next question.
Shush!
Somebody get Jen a vodka.
No.
Fuck off.
If you enjoyed that, please hit the thumbs up button. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down. If you think you've got a better answer or just want to tell us how wrong we are, leave a comment down below. Subscribe down here for new questions every day, and make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss out on our live shows. If you click over here, you'll see our latest upload. Over here, for what YouTube thinks you'll love the most. And finally, for a complete playlist of all our currently released questions, click here.